So, how do you land a research internship at a college or university as a high school student? So first things first, you generally speaking need to be at least 16 years of age before you can even do research at accredited college or university. And so this generally serves as a barrier for high school students who aren't 16. Usually high school students, they turn 16 by the time they're junior, which is when you get to start doing research at these universities. So to get a research internship, the purpose of a research internship, generally speaking, is to get a letter of recommendation from the professor in whom you're doing research with, as well as to report this as an activity in your college applications. What the research really usually does not accomplish is it doesn't usually accomplish helping you compete in science fairs, primarily because there's a wide variety of research that being conducted at these universities, and so many times they will state that research that you're doing is part of their intellectual property, so you have to get approval from them, and then you have to make sure that the research that you're doing at these universities are good enough for you to compete in science fairs or get published in science journals. And so that's why we also have our own in-house research program where we help students compete in science fairs like the Intel Science and Engineering Fair or the Regeneron Science Talent Search or the Junior Science and Humanities Symposium. And we also help students get published in high school research journals like the National High School Journal of Science or the Journal of Student Research. But without further ado, let's talk about what it takes to land a research position at a college or university. So first of all, I would figure out what your academic passions are. Is it political science or physics or applied math or computer science or English and history? What are your areas of academic passion? And ideally, these areas of academic passion should align with your intended major. So usually when you apply to college, you get to choose your first, second, and sometimes even your third choice major. And so whatever area you do research in should align with your major choices. The next thing I would do is I would create a resume that details your GPA, your SAT scores if you've taken it, the extracurricular activities that you've engaged in your high school that showcase your academic passion. Obviously, if you've done research before, you should definitely include that, but if you haven't, that's okay. You want to put together a one-page resume that reflects your academic and extracurricular standing and pursuits. And then the next step I would do is I would then find the local university in your area. So for example, if you're in the Bay Area, I would look for Stanford or San Jose State. If you're in Southern California, maybe you're looking at UCLA or USC or UC Irvine. Or if you're in the East Coast, maybe in New York, you're looking at like NYU or Stony Brook. So look for a local university in your area. And then I would Google, for example, NYU political science faculty or Stanford physics faculty or UC Irvine political science faculty. And from there, you should be able to see all the faculty members. They generally have a PhD or they're assistant professors or PhD students or faculty members at the school. And you would Google for them and you would find their emails of these faculty members or PhD students. And then I would send them a cold email and attach your resume. Say, hey, I'm a high school junior at so-and-so high school. I'm really interested in quantum mechanics and physics. I'm part of my high school physics club and I also compete in the USA Physics Olympiad. And I'm interested in research opportunities and seeing if you have any research opportunities for me during the school year or over the summer because I'm really interested in quantum mechanics or electrical engineering. And so I would send out personalized emails to all these research professors. You definitely need to be persistent. It's definitely a numbers game. So generally speaking, what we tell our students is you have to send out maybe 100 cold emails just to get 10 responses and hopefully land one research internship of your choice. And so that's how you go about getting a research internship. We've helped a lot of our students land research internships by revising their resumes, sending cold emails, and using other proprietary tactics that we have to help maximize your chances of landing a research internship. We also have our own in-house research program. What separates our program from your cookie cutter research internship at a college is that our research program is specifically geared toward competing into these regional and national science fairs, like the Regeneron Science Talent Search or the Intel Science and Engineering Fair. Because our program is specifically tailored toward that, we'll help you put together a research poster and a research paper, and it's unique enough and has a level of technical depth that will help you stand out and compete in these high-octane science fairs. And of course, obviously competing in these science fairs will maximize your chances of getting into a great school like Stanford or MIT or Princeton, my alma mater. And so you really want to focus on getting these science fairs because they carry a lot of weight for these top schools. I can tell you Harvard loves to admit students who competed in the Regeneron Science Talent Search, and it's a big name competition, right? The Intel Science and Engineering Fair. And so when you compete in these big name competitions and put them as academic awards on your resume, that's going to help you stand out. But to keep it short, this is how I would go approach landing a research internship, and I hope that helps you in securing a research internship that you could do over the summer to increase your odds of admissions. If you like our YouTube video and what we had to talk about today, definitely hit the subscribe button. We'll be releasing more free resources on the college admission space, and if you would like more hand-holding and specific strategic advice to help you specifically with your case, feel free to reach out to us anytime.